Hello guys, I'm Sky Aesthetics, and on this video I'm gonna be talking about the school of element of summons. And actually, this summons heroes is part of the element that I consider the most strategic in Dragonheir. I know that there is not every player that like to play with the Necrosis, okay? Plenty of players think that the Necrosis is deficient in terms of performance, but I will try to sort your doubts in terms of these heroes and how the summon heroes can be also interesting for you also enjoy the game in some way. All right, so I'm gonna be focused right here just so you guys see what I'm talking about. If you come here and check the gallery, we go for the third element right here. And then there are the Necrosis heroes. As you guys can see, if you start to play Dragonheir today, you're gonna be able to get for free Scarlet. And Scarlet is a summon hero, okay? He's a summon hero because he can do what? He can summon creatures, like this creature right here, that is the Abyssal Pact. It's possible this guy summon that hero, all right? That is the first thing. Is possible we check about this beast over here, the fear better. That is a creature, the undead creature. Actually, the summon heroes, they summon undead creatures to fight on your side. Yeah. And the big issue that you have in terms of the summons is about damage. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to talk about these because if we go and try to compare these heroes, this school of element of heroes, these summon heroes, with some other school of element of heroes, but part of the other element that you have in Dragonheir, let's say they are not the worst, but they are not they still like it's lacking something over there. And then what exactly is lacking is about the damage. All right, unfortunately, is about that, and that happened because it depends a lot on the type of heroes that you're gonna try to compose or to build your composition, though, to use in your composition. Let's say better this way, okay? There are actually excellent heroes for part of the supporters. We have Thorin here. We have some other heroes that interest, even tanky heroes. In terms of support, tanky heroes can be interesting. You have Repicas. For me, he's totally top-notch in terms of fame. Mender, he also has a control. Part of these heroes also has a control. There are some other heroes that is excellent in terms of damage as well. But yeah, in terms of the summon heroes, guys, for these heroes work well. You guys need to do a combo part of some specific pieces of heroes that's possibly used. I'll give you an example right here. Eluia can be interesting hero if you go to build a summon hero, so she also summon a creature, as you guys can see on that creature right there. But the good point is about her skills, mainly the ultimate skill right here, where she's going to increase attack speed for part of the creatures that's going to be fighting in your team, and not just about attack speed. She's also going to improve the attack as well, 20% more attack. Part of the creatures, like that's going to help in terms of damage. So the big suggestion, or the best suggestion that I give to you after that he balanced Isitarian is, you guys, in the beginning, if you go to play in the first season, go to use Isitarian in your composition. You guys can also use in between the rare here, can be used Eluia, you guys can use Court, as an example. But listen now, a big advice if you go to use Isitarian, his dragon, if his dragon is killed in battle, he cannot summon him again. Unfortunately, I do not understand why they did this kind of thing with this hero, because actually summon heroes, they should summon the creature, whatever will happen in terms of the battle. You know, it's possible to have a penalty right there in terms of a few seconds to summoning the creature again, but in terms of Citarian here, it's not possible. He bring back the creature, you know. But this hero can be useful. And actually, when I play as free-to-play for the first season, I really enjoy to use the Necrosis, the summon heroes. In the first season, it was very easy to pass through the dungeons, even through the adventure mode, the bosses, you know, even the child of chaos, the child of chaos, that is the boss. I also could be able to kill him. You know, I didn't have many difficulties compared with some other accounts that I try to use as an example right here, the poison element. You know, this is my direct advice, my straightforward advice right here for you in terms of the summons. You know. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play here, to bring the video, the official video for part of the Dragonheir, for you guys see about these heroes, you know, because it's insane, guys. It's insane what these heroes can do, you know, and I think that's going to be interesting. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, 1 second right here. 1 second. As you guys can see right here, if I move myself, look at the composition right there. Okay, all that summon heroes. Okay, that is one composition. It doesn't mean that that can be your best composition for part of the summons for use in battle, but is a suggestion for part of Dragonheir as an example. Okay. So continue. Look at this. Another part here is interesting. As you guys can see right here, this guy is Joyce. This hero is interesting to use against chiefs. Okay, it can be a strategic hero to improve the damage for part of your heroes. He has nice damage, but again, you guys need to plan well how you're gonna use Joyce in your position. If you are a player that's playing the 4th season now, if you have Balver now, that's one of the support heroes. I think she's a support for part of the Necrosis element. You guys know well that how is important this Joyce be in the composition with Balver now. Okay, this is another case, but you know, he is a solid hero for part of damage, you know, but again, you need to build well the composition to work. Okay, so continue. And this is Leovanis. Leovanis is the daughter. Leovanis is the daughter of the Tiamat. That's the Dark Lady, you know. And the good point also about the Necrosis is possible you fight easily in some dungeons, like the Phoenix right here, the Dead Phoenix, or even the Goblins, guys. You guys can fight against the Goblins easily as well, using Necrosis, like in the case like a summon heroes. Yeah, this is the video that has been released by Dragonheir for the summon heroes. You know, you have Leovanis right there, you know. And again, you know, I'm going to show here, guys, another case, just like in terms of composition. Let's say, if you guys decide to build, a composition for part of the Epic Heroes, all right? You guys come here, Epic Heroes. You come to Necrosis, all right? So Zadok has to be part of this composition. Okay, Zadok is Italian. Zadok is Italian, can be interesting. Okay, And then you guys can use also Joyce. I give you guys these 3 heroes here between Isitarian, Joyce, and Zadok. Zadok, he fits well. He fits well if you have Leovanis. That is she is the exclusive legendary hero part of the summon heroes. That is this. Wait, she is. Leovanis here. Okay, so she's interesting, but it's important to have his Zadok as part of your team, of your composition. Okay, but for epic heroes, you guys can build using Zadok, Joyce, Isitarian, and then you gotta keep a focus. You guys can focus between Tia and you guys can use Zarloth, you know. But I also suggest you guys use a supporter, Deverick, because he has attack down. You guys can place attack down as attack down there. Deverick is my suggestion. You guys can use Zarloth as another hero, like he can also heal anyway. But you have Stella, she's also a healer, you know. Can be nice in terms of this composition, but you guys see now I'm not using here a tank. However, if you'd like to use a tank in terms of your composition, you guys can bring Irma. Okay, Irma can be nice. She can tank your team easily. Okay, she's a nice hero for that, you know. But if you bring Irma, I suggest you guys also use Deverick. You know, it's like my big suggestion because he has attack down. All right, but guys, this is one composition suggestion by me. You guys can also use Quest just in case, you know, as a supporter. She also can be nice in terms of attack down, you know, but definitely I suggest Deverick because he acts very fast in terms of his skill. All right, and you have the rare heroes here. In terms of rare heroes, for part of the summons, we have interesting heroes. Tio, he has the same function as Leovanis. If you go to use Tio in your composition, I suggest you guys have also Zadok. You know, Zadok is important to have to be aligned with Tio. You guys can also use Leovani, Eluia. You guys can use Eluia or even Vasca, but I prefer to go with Eluia, Tio, and Zadok. This can be another composition, easy composition to build in terms of the summon heroes. All right, it's one of the educations. And then if you go advance more in the game in terms of the seeds, you're gonna be able to get Mira. Mira can be also interesting. She also has damage in the same way that Isitarian has. And the good point about Mira, because if she lose her companion, her beast or her undead creature, she gonna be able to bring back the creature again. That's the Phantom Eater here. She can do that, okay? There's no problem about that. The problem is about Isitarian, because Isitarian cannot be aligned with Tio, okay? Now, another composition that can be interesting, you guys can bring Isitarian with Eluia easily. You guys can also use Zadok as well, you know, as part there. In case not, you guys can use Korthi here. Why not, you know? That can be interesting also composition for part of the summons. You know, another point here, you guys can use Megan. You know, Megan can be also interesting as part of healers. She also can boost well your team in terms of the ultimate skill, you know. But then you guys can mix between rare heroes or epic heroes or even legendary heroes for part of the summons. All right. In my opinion, the best build for summon heroes is use Leovanis. If you have Leovanis, Zadok, definitely Zadok. Okay, you guys can also try to bring together with this team Eluia. That is the rare hero here. That can be interesting to have this composition. All right. But this is only my personal suggestion right here. But guys, this is exactly the video in terms of the summons. I hope that you guys can play well with the summon heroes. You know, I've been playing with summon heroes for kind of while. I've been playing like a lot actually. You know, I really enjoy to use these heroes in the game in terms of the first season. I enjoy a lot. You know, I didn't have many difficulties right there. I could be able to pass for all the dungeons we using only summon heroes as well. You know, using more Italian right there. Like I said, my opinion, what I'm sharing here is according to my experience playing with the summons. Okay. In terms of arena, it depends. You know, arena you have to use strong heroes. Like Zadok can be used in terms of arena if you go to play with Leovanis. You guys can use Theo if you don't have Leovanis, you know, but it's not easy to use summon heroes in arena, you know, unless if you have a very nice build right there to prepare a nice composition to be in arena, but it's not easy. That's why I hope that developers can do something for the summons. I know that Hadel is coming to the game very, very soon. She's a summon hero. I believe that she's going to boost the summons in some way, but I believe that the developers still have big plans in terms of the summon heroes, and for sure this summon hero is going to bite in some way. All right, so this is the video, guys. I hope that you guys like my videos. Thank everybody that's going to watch. Just follow me here on my channel, subscribe to my channel, leave your comments, see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Yet we shall never stop. Oira de Tavari.